Welcome back to our two-part series of the Batman anthology films. Today we're talking about Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Tim Burton did his two movies. Studio execs, wow, that Batman Returns is so dark. No, Joel Schumacher comes in, Batman Forever. Hey, we like that, do it again, but we're gonna market it with poise. Batman and Robin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, let's start with Batman Forever. Right from the get-go, drastic change in tone.
Even visuals.
Visuals, yes.
Yeah.
Even in the daylight scenes in Tim Burton's movies, they are dark and gritty and gray to an extent. This one, you can definitely tell they threw color in there, and they threw definitely different style and a different look in Gotham in general.
When I watched Batman Forever when I was younger, I did not like it a lot because of that tone change. It's very drastic. I didn't know it was coming, so when I saw Batman and Batman Returns, I was like, oh, I like this kind of, as we were saying in the last video,
yeah.
it gives it that gritty feel that to make that movie serious, you know? And then this one comes along, it's like campy fun.
Yeah.
But now that I've seen it again, I gotta say, it's kind of won me over with its charm. It is actually, it's changed tone completely, but by doing that, it has made its unique foothold in the series, or as a Batman movie in general, because you don't really get, other than the original Batman's 1960s, you don't get this kind of a feel for Batman in any other Batman film.
No.
Yeah.
They also changed cast as well. In the first two Batman movies, Batman Returns, you have Michael Keaton. Batman Forever is Val Kilmer, and Batman and Robin is George Clooney. Val Kilmer, I think, does a passable job. If I'm being totally honest, like it's not like. It's a good job, I should say, but I feel like he's right on the tip. If he just took one more step, it had potential, I think, to really.
Yeah, I get it. I like Michael Keaton's the most. I think he's still the better one out of all of them. But honestly, I really like Val Kilmer as Batman too. Not as good, but it gives it a different style where it's like more casual. Yeah. And it's more just like. Ironically, he seems more intelligent in Batman Forever because there's more scenes dedicated to him just solving things. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because Batman is known as the world's best detective in the comics. You know, so
world's greatest detective. Yeah.
So it's nice to see him solving crimes as opposed to just getting the bad guys and whatnot. I believe Val Kilmer and Chris, I believe Batman Robin and Batman Forever. They get along. I believe they are sidekicks. They're partners. I truly believe that. Same with Two-Face and Riddler. Yeah. No, they're working together. Alfred is the guy who plays Alfred in these movies is probably one of the best Alfreds. Like it's just he's a nice charm, but it's not too much. Alfred I know in the comics has a big role, and they kind of not dumb it down, but don't play it as much as they could have. But in these movies, I feel like, Alfred's not the superhero, so we don't need to show him being a superhero. Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey together on screen.
Oh, electric.
It was awesome.
Electric, honestly.
It was awesome.
Jim Carrey's also hamming it up the whole time. Electric. Yeah, he really knew how to just be Jim Carrey, but be a really villainous kind of Jim Carrey. Yes. And a lot of the lines he says, which he's clearly ad-libbing, they're actually pretty funny.
Yes,
you're laughing throughout.
They fit. He's not one of those guys that went too far and tried to make his own movie. He understood the universe he was in and the world, and so it was a good time. It was a good time.
Batman Forever is a good time. Even the writing's actually pretty good at times.
Batman and Robin. I did see it a few times growing up. I had a babysitter that would bring it over, and that would be a cool thing. And I'd watch that movie. It was a lot easier to get through as a kid, and I've seen it as an adult. I've seen several reviews of it. I watched the reviews mostly because they get to all the parts. But when you watch the whole movie, you get everything in between.
There's a lot in between.
In the words of my dog, rough, because it is indeed rough to get through. I think we could both say the best part about Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that's the only good part, actually.
The puns you might think are tiresome, they actually keep you awake.
My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze is one of the few elements in the whole movie that I think he felt like he understood what made Batman Robin exciting, where yes, it's cheesy, but you also have the serious parts, and you gotta take those serious parts seriously. So he wasn't afraid to be silly in a fun way, while everyone else is just being silly. Mm-hmm. It's like the rest of the jokes don't land. George Clooney as Batman, bad. He feels very smug. None of the jokes he says, it just all goes flat. Like from the first 10 minutes, every interaction between Robin, who is what's his name?
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah. Him and Batman, George Clooney, and even Alfred, you're hearing these things and you're just like, this doesn't even feel fun. It just feels like really forced comedic interactions.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
And then Mr. Freeze comes in and he just hams it up.
Yes.
You can notice the difference.
I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger legitimately read the script and goes, okay, I get it. Whereas everyone else is either acting too serious or they're teetering and they're too afraid to go to that level that Arnold Schwarzenegger went to. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger went above and beyond because he knew what was happening. But like the girl who plays Batgirl and I feel like there's some times where like people just don't take that leap of faith with themselves to go above, especially with this type of movie.
You're saying your acting was bad?
Yeah. Just like in this movie, like you have to. It's a cheesy movie.
Yeah.
I was saying it looks like a stage production. Like it just doesn't. I don't believe they're in any rooms. I believe they're on sets.
Yeah, it feels like that. It feels very. It almost feels like it's purposely being campy, but it doesn't want to own up to it. Mm-hmm. It's so odd. Batman and Robin is an oddity, and it
really is.
That's ignoring all the really bad writing and the really bad camera work and the really bad editing. Like
it's a toy commercial, so it's not.
It's what it feels like. It's just a smorgasbord of bad to where even like what was supposed to be just cheesy, self-aware comedy doesn't feel earned. Batman Forever does self-aware comedy way better than Batman and Robin.
This Bane is not your Batman Dark Knight Rises Bane at all.
Yeah, that's one of the things actually. I talked about Batman and Batman Returns straying away from the source material, but doing a good job and at least being its own identity.
Yeah.
Batman Forever actually does a really good job at taking that source material back. Like it does deal with the comics ideas and concepts very successfully. And even then, it's just like the thing I had a problem with. Batman kills people in the other first two. They stopped doing it in Batman Forever, which is great.
It's true.
Yeah, it brings all the stuff back. Those ideas of don't kill the people that you can save. And then Batman and Robin just goes the other way and starts fucking with the source material, but this time doing it in a way that's really dumb and stupid and just dumbs down the whole shit. Like even as a standalone film, like you're saying, Bane, they fucked Bane.
When I was a kid, this was who I thought Bane was. I didn't know he was supposed to be like a very smart, intelligent criminal mastermind. Yeah. I thought he was like some strong dude. And I knew he could talk in the comics, but I didn't know how intelligent he was. Another thing, like I said, going to this is such a stage production. There's so many scenes where they ham it up for the camera. Yeah. Like there's a scene where they have villain on the floor, and all of a sudden Batman just yes, and unveils him to us.
Yeah.
There's
no reason for it.
There's not.
Forever really does a good job of reinventing the series, while Batman Forever just runs it into the ground, which is why they stopped after it. It's quite sad, honestly. Especially just seeing the wrong things with it. It's just honestly, it's sad.
There's so much to tear apart. We're not going to go into it, obviously, because there's a lot of reviews out there already. Yeah. No, we're just doing this just to get through the whole balance here. That's why we're doing these two parts. What a ride. We did it. We did
do it. We saw all 4 films today.
We saw all 4 films today. Remember that video we released last week? This was all same day. Because look at this.
Yeah. Oh, Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
3, 2, 1. Heads. I actually do like it.
I love it. I love it. The Batmobile is awesome. Val Kilmer's awesome in this. Like everyone has such great chemistry in this movie. Really, I love it.
I'll admit, because when I first saw Batman Forever and the second time even, I honestly didn't like it. I really did not like the tone change, since I didn't respect it for what it did. But seeing it again, I can respect it for what it did. It did fun things, and it did it well. So yeah, heads. And Batman and Robin. 2, 3, 2, 1. Tails. There's not even a contest here. You know, just from what we're saying.
Like I want to like it as a movie that's so bad it's good. but it's not. If everyone was acting like Mr. Freeze, then maybe.
Yeah, it maybe would be redeemable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But since there's too many ideas, too many thoughts, too many actions, people acting differently, characters aside, just like, no one's matching the same tone.
Yeah, and the writing is just atrocious. Even with the acting being absolutely amazing, you cannot forgive how... Like, when we were watching it, we were tearing it apart. With basically every scene, you could simply look at it and go, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That is not good writing at all.
Really.
It's a bummer, but it's a Tales. It's what it is. But, hey, it's a little bonus!
Bonus time! What? Bonus?
We felt like let's rank the movies.
No, we're going to rank them.
And let's discuss it a little bit, see where the rankings are. So
okay, so you want to start from the bottom up?
Bottom up, worst to best, so we can get that out of the way, right?
See, I'm torn on the bottom.
Are you serious? No, that is not okay.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I'll go first then. Batman and Robin is clearly the worst. Make your argument. Make it.
See, there's what is bad, and there's what I don't like the most. And so... It's fun to tear apart movies with friends. Like you can just hang out with your buddies and say, hey, we're gonna watch this and just have some fun with it. But Batman Returns is just like, I don't know.
Look, the worst you can do with Batman Returns is a bunch of shitload of penguins doing things like firing rockets.
I'm gonna say Batman Returns is the bottom.
No! Yeah. Batman and Robin is such a level of atrocious.
And I like, because we're having so much fun tearing it apart. It was so fun and made me
happy. That
happy.
doesn't make the movie good, it just means it's bad.
Like,
better than
I'm going to put myself in a scenario. If I'm watching one of these by myself, Batman Returns and Batman and Robin, still. Batman Returns, because it's just like, there's some cool scenes in there, but it's just like, but then, it's just...
I guess
like, Batman and Robin is a worse movie, but it's just...
I guess I can respect that.
Makes me smile.
I guess I can respect that.
So, yeah.
So, we know what your third film is then. What is it?
Batman and Robin.
Batman Returns. Honestly, it's not that good.
Yeah,
it's not that good.
Like second place. 3, 2, 1.
Batman Forever. I knew you were going to say Batman.
You kept going. Are you sure you didn't want to stop?
No, Batman
Don't
Forever.
Go past go.
No, be glad it's there in the first place because honestly,
be glad. So you have to put it in the rank somewhere.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying originally it was going to be third. From before we saw the films again, I've always thought it went from best to worst. I kind of revealed too much there, but but yeah, no, Batman Forever to me, yes, it's a good time. It's cheesy, but nothing really beats A, Jack Nicholson's performance, and B, just that real serious tone. That really was the first way it did it. Michael Keaton was a great Batman.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already telling you what my top is, but like that movie just excelled in every way for me. And Batman Forever is just a good time. It doesn't excel. Is my problem.
I think Batman is my second place because it is a great movie. Like when we put these on a list, it doesn't mean we don't like them. Or maybe some, but but no, this one, my team's great. I love them. But there's just sometimes where like I don't want to call them lulls because I don't care if there's too much dialogue in a movie.
It's a slower film.
The dialogue does work, but it is slower. When you compare it to let's just say first place because we're comparing first and second place. 3, 2, 1. Batman Forever is my first choice because there's always something going on. And when you compare that to Batman, where, like I said, I don't care if there's too much talking. It's doing its job, it's working. It's not boring. Just that it's just too much of a whoa. Not boring, but just a whoa.
I know Batman Forever is definitely a more fun film.
Yes,
I will say that. It's just I'm a sucker for the more serious like.
And plus, I like the costumes more too.
I would see. That's what I don't. I prefer the original costumes more because I don't want colorful. I
always wanted that Two-Face costume when I was a kid. Just like give me that Two-Face from Batman Forever. That pink tiger stripes, cheetah, white tiger stripes, the tie, the shoe, the gloves, the makeup. But yeah, so that was our thoughts on the anthology. What movies? How would you rank the movies?
All people watching this?
All the people and then look at the piggy bank. Try the comment section because coin critics, Piggy Bank. What should be our next coin?
Hey, Piggy Bank.
What do you want us to review?
Piggy Bank.
It doesn't have to be just movies. It can literally be anything. We'll take a look at it for people watching.
As long as it's something we want to do.
Maybe if we won't, that's the fun part.
We put it down there and maybe we'll just ignore you.
But then we might not. We'll probably rate your responses.
Hey, Michael, what's over there? What's over there, Michael? Michael, I swear to God, what's over there?
Where? You're still here?
I didn't feel like moving. Anything else you want to say before I click?
No! Hey, Sean, what's over there? It'll freeze! Ice, baby.
That's it, I'm giving you the cold shoulder.